morning. So if there's ever been anything, right? Anything that I can say that God has really blessed me with is my strength. And I'm not just talking physical strength, I'm talking mental strength as well. I've gone through a lot of crap in my life. I've dealt with a lot of things that a normal person shouldn't have to deal with. I've taken on a lot of mental strains that are taxing, to say the least. And out of all those things that I have gone through, I've always been able to come back and say that I have been and have kept a really strong mental aspect about me. I've always bounced back. I've always found a way to persevere through whatever I'm going through and try to find the good in things and get to the other side. And I call that a super blessing because, man, some people aren't mentally strong. Sometimes, life hits people in ways that they can't bounce back from. Or I shouldn't say can't bounce back from, because that's extremely derogatory and negative. But it's stuff that they have a really hard time bouncing back from. And I recognize that. I recognize that not everybody is as mentally strong as I am, and that's normal. I look at mental strength in the same aspect that I look at physical strength. Your mental capabilities and your mental strength are things that get built up over the years. It's the same way I look at physical strength. Obviously, I am physically strong, but that's not because I was just born physically strong. My genetics might play a little part in it, but it's because I've worked and trained and worked and trained and worked and trained my muscles to be able to handle the weight of the barbell. I view our mental stability in the same aspects. Mentally, you are only as strong as how much you work your mental space. So my point of this video in particular is, what are you doing to get mentally strong? What are you working on to develop the mental strength that you need to endure the things that you're going through or have gone through? Mental health is a very, very serious topic. I don't take it lightly because I know people who struggle with mental health. I have people that are very, very close and dear to me that have mental health issues. I have suffered from mental health issues myself through a couple different seasons of my life. And I think it's extremely important that mental health is kept in the aspects of what you can control. Now, clearly, there are mental health issues that are not in anyone's control, and by no means am I trying to take that out of, take that out of its place. But there are mental situations, there are mental health issues that are in our control, that we do have say-so over, that we do have the ability to do something about. Depression, anxiety, sadness over past events that have taken place in your life, things that have caused you to get lost in your mind and wish that things had gone differently. There's ways to cope, there's ways to manage, and there's always help. And in a lot of times, it's really, really hard to see. It's really, really hard to see that there are ways out and around and there are ways to cope and there are ways to work through. Because a lot of these things are crippling. They're crippling situations that do cause you to kind of freeze and lose that focus of being in control and being able to work on it and something that you can mold and shape. So I just kind of want to put this video out there to anybody that's suffering with a mental health issue, anxiety, depression. Man, there's so many, I can't even name them all. There's so many different mental health issues, mental health reasons why people are not where they should be mentally. I can't go through the list, but I can tell you that there's always help. And I'm not just talking about going and seeing a psychologist or a shrink or therapist or whatever you want to call it. I'm talking about exercising your mental space. To be honest with you, I think I exercise my mental space at the same time as exercising my physical strength. I work through things in the gym. When I work out, when I train, I work through things. I work through my self-doubts. I work through the things that are in my head that are not in control. I work through trying to develop a sense of understanding and reason, and then develop some sort of coping mechanism that would help me not only alleviate myself from it, but to ultimately maybe overcome it. The goal here is to look for ways to cope. And I know that that is not the most luxurious term. That's not the best case situation for mental health, right? Like, coping is not something none of us want to do. Like, you don't want to cope with bad. You want to overcome it, you want to defeat it. And in some ways you might. In some ways you can. Like, all depending on what it is. Like, I battled depression. I battled a very nasty bout of depression 5-6 years ago. And I was able to beat it. I was able to get to the other side of it and move past it, and now, like, depression now isn't a factor for me. I'm not depressed. I'm happy. I'm actually insanely happy. But sometimes it's just not that easy. Sometimes overcoming stuff is extremely, extremely hard, and sometimes it's a lifelong battle. Addiction, which I'm not going to get super into because that's not what this is about, but addicts say it all the time that, you know, it's an everyday process. You're never not an addict after you become one. You are that, and you are consistently in recovery from it. I look at a lot of mental health issues in that same respect. There are a lot of times where you're not going to win against it. Not the war, at least. But you win it by battle by battle. And that is the most important thing, is that you win battle by battle, day by day. Mental health is a super serious conversation, a super serious topic, and obviously, like, I'm already almost at 10 minutes, and I haven't even scratched the surface of what I think about it and what can be said. So really, I want to put this video out because I want people to know, like, no one's immune to it. I'm not. You're not. No one is. We all deal with our own mental struggles, our own mental insecurities and health issues. But the biggest takeaway I want anyone to get in this video is that there is help. There is ways to cope with and to deal with and to see the other side of. I'm a living example, and I know many people that do it daily that are way stronger than me. Make that really clear. There are some people out there that battle things that I don't think I can handle. And they take it on daily, man, and they do it with such grace and such discipline that it's almost frightening to know that somebody is that strong. So just know that there is people that do overcome these things. There are people that are there to help you through those things, and not to lose faith. Because really, man, hope and faith, that's all we've got at the end of the day. So, like, comment, share, subscribe to my videos. I know this one's a little bit of a depressing thing, just because we talked about a serious issue. If you are facing mental struggles, if you are having mental health issues, especially right now with COVID and the isolation things that are happening to people all around the world, go get help. Seek help. I know it's not easy right now to find it, but seek it. Seek the counsel of a family member. Seek the counsel of a counselor. Look for ways, hotlines, and things to give you a hand to help you through. I'm going to drop the number here, maybe, to a hotline that you can call to try to help alleviate your mental health, and to possibly find help. That's really all I got. I'm out.